Hello, Albsterz, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, we made a beautiful little poem in the previous episode, so we're going to be reading it out in today's episode as well. So nothing weird has happened yet. I know there's going to be weird stuff within this game, but nothing's happened yet. It's all calm, it's all peaceful, and it's looking all good. So hopefully the girls and the gangs, you can skip forward to the fast forward to the text you've already seen. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. Am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some book Yuri gave to me, but I feel like I'm a little bit too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sorai's conversation with Monica. We're gonna go see a really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that's all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds, their Steve Jobs, their Michael Vsauce, their you know, we have PewDiePie in there. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if you come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place, even if it's a literature event. And it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? Aww. And after they come, we can do things to speak with their creative minds. What's this? Sorai's talking really seriously. Does that not, yeah, I was about to say, does that normally not happen? Please do let me know. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In this case, do you think food will do the trick? Obviously, it won my heart over, then it's gonna win anyone's heart. What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Cupcakes for everyone. Cupcakes for you. A whoomp. Cupcake for you. You're just dashing them across the festival. Ah, good thinking. Nakasai would love to do that. Huh, you're right. Nakasai makes the best cupcakes. Oh, that works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. Okay, just make sure it's not like a FouseyTube event, you know, 7 days to prepare, it won't end up good. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sorai is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sorai can put her minds to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, Albie. Oh, what? I open my eyes to find Sorai's face filling my vision. Hello, welky, welky, wokey, wokey, wakey, wakey. I nearly fell out my chair. Oh, can you do this? Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. What do you mean? It's your fault for sleeping like that. What do you mean? This isn't the napping club. Is there really a club called the napping club? Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? No, never, no, The video games are not getting to me. Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have to have less time for anime, you know. Oh, what? I'm still watching Sword Art Online. You'll need to get used to it. Oh, but I don't want to. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see Monica overheard. Hello? Did you overhear? Excuse me, Monica? Okay, now I've got her attention. That's not good. It's true though. Yeah, I know, but I love the anime so much. So much. You're always looking out for me, Sorai. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself? Sometimes? You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? No, let's not get into that. Not every day. That's not very convincing. Please, speak with your chest. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? Well, that's a secret. Maybe once. I knew it. Oh, come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm so tired. I can't even do that. Looks alright. It's written all over you. Sleepyhead, wakey wakey. It says all over your face. Okay, can't you see it? Am I the only one? What do you mean? Troy glances around at herself. Oh, I'm looking very nice today, ain't I? How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking all out around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Soray's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get. Oh, get right. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I won't fall for that. Come on now. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow isn't straight either. She's finished school, like she's had a rough day. Like, give her a chance. And there's a toothpaste stain on the collar right here. Look here, bang, ah. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger, but nobody would notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Oh, fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. No, she probably said, "Hey, you meanie." And you don't even have your blazer button up. But just my God. Hey, Albie from a different dimension. Chill out. Now, give her tips here and there or whatever. He going full straight in. Seriously, Sorore. We sound like her dad. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Whoa. Hey. We didn't talk about nothing about boyfriends, and the way that I dress is the way that I can't get a boyfriend. Okay. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it is, you'll change your mind. Whoa, okay. This is so funny. I'm just buttoning it up, that's all I'm doing. What is... Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say that ever again, please. I don't want to be in an awkward situation where I'm buttoning up your shirt. Okay. You'll make me feel weird about it. It's stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Yeah. He said, I guess as well. Hey, be careful. This button might come off. This is one so hard to close. I struggle to fully close the button near the top of her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. What was that? So, if you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Please do let me know. It means my boobs got bigger again. Just, girl, you need to calm down, okay? We're looking at double D's already. Whew, you don't want to go any further than that. There's going to be a struggle for your back. You know, hashtag girl problems. Don't say that out loud. What? My boobs have got bigger. What? You got a problem with it? Oi, hey, you. Yeah. Anyway, you look much better now. Okay. Why does it feel strange to see Sorore's blazer buttoned up like that? Because it's never seen. It's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Please. Sorore hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Okay, so that's a waste of time. Whew, I can actually breathe in here again. Whew, that's so much better. Sorore puts her arms out and twirls. Hell yeah! Let's twirl around in this shit, boy. So if I keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right? Well, you might attract some... What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let me do these things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Final signed here, okay? It's sorted. Stop saying them all these embarrassing things. What? She's just chatting. Okay, well, she's just chatting, huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. I was just saying if I keep it unbuttoned, then I'm not going to get a boyfriend, and then you can take care of me, and then... Why are you such a meanie? Jeez. jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez, Rick. Oh. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little bit earlier. Okay, just go. Only if you focus on trying to get to bed earlier. Well, we'll help each other, okay? All right, it's time to get to bed now. Fine, fine. We'll go ahead. It's a deal. Hee. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the mornings. You're doing it again, Sorare. But I was joking this time, okay? Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Sarcasm, okay? Okay, everyone. Okay, Monica, chill. We're having a nice little conversation. Hey? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Albie, I can't wait to read yours. Okay, well, it's not going to be anything what you think it's going to be. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sorare still chokes away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. I spent about 2 hours trying to write it. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Well, how is it? I can't really find the inspiration since I've never done something like this before. Well, now that's everyone ready. Why don't we find someone to share it with? I can't wait! Hell yeah, man! Soraya and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Soraya is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica writes hers in a composition notebook. I can already tell that Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Nakasai and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, okay. Who should I show my poem first? Soraya? I'm definitely the most comfortable sharing it with Soraya first. She's a good friend after all. Oh, yay! Huh? Oh my goodness. This is so good, Albie. Why? I tried helping you earlier. I love it. What does it say? I have no idea. I have no idea you were such a good writer, neither did I. Soraya, you must be seriously overreacting, right? I'm not a good writer at all. Do you see these SpongeBob scribbles you see in the top right-hand corner of the book? I honestly have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm doing here. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, Rick. Oh, jeez, Rick. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this. Maybe in Nakasai's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people you know. Well, I hope you do. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Albie poem. It's one of a kind. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Okay, what's it? Was it like Narnia? Just grab in and go, oh, there's his heart. Woof. And fly it across the room. Soraya hugs the sheet against her chest. You can keep it if you want. I'm not going to keep it. You're so weird, Soraya. Oh, that's not nice. Come on. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that you're standing in front of me in the classroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like you said before, Albie. What? Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Hey, I'm not selfish. Okay, maybe the Albie from a different dimension that isn't currently in Doki Doki is selfish, but I'm not. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Aw, thanks, Soraya. I'm not sure if Soraya sees the full picture, sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure that you have a lot of fun here, okay? That will be the way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yeah. Now that you've read the poem, I'm not going to go do any more of that. That probably just sounds weird as hell. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Okay, we're kind of like each other then. We're really bad. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine. Okay, I'm going to have to come down for this bit. Okay. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like I missed you. Like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but now I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Yes, yes, the breakfast. Click outside the poem area to continue. Sorore. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. What, the last paragraph? You can't just answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night, you know, okay? Well, why are you so mean to me? Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean, please. I still try my best. Oh yeah, there's always that. The participation medal, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how shall I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. It really sums you up. I made egg and toast. Oh. Even though you was late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast, you know. It's one of the healthiest, best meals of the day. I get all cranky. There you go. So, Roy, a girl I can relate with. You need food in the morning. It's not the same when you don't. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. I wasn't going to argue over some breakfast anyway. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. I had the blast as well. Even though I didn't get to see what my actual poem said. Monica, the best. Oh yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I'm looking forward to it, so alright, okay? Maybe do one about breakfast and your toast and the eggs that go together with the ketchup. It's so nice. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Oh. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Monica. Let's see how Monica does. Hi, Abby. Having a good time so far? Yes, I'm having a swell time. Oh, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. No worries. Don't be afraid to bring any things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up, you know, I've just joined. I'm much better off with just going with the flow and just sort of seeing how I go until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Yeah, might as well. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to, so. Don't worry, Abby. We're all a little bit embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we've got to learn to get past soon. Well, that is true. I handed Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of a lot of Soraya would say. Really? Maybe she read it. Is that so? You and Soraya are really good friends, right? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you had sort of things in common. Well, hopefully, maybe because we're friends, yeah, we should have things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Soraya and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are some similarities that you couldn't or you wouldn't expect the way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So that's why I get that kind of vibe when I read your poem. Thank you. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Maybe you're reading my stories. Maybe? I could be? Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? But in any case, Soraya's writing has a kind of a gentle feel to it. The kind of when you rub your hand on silk, that sort of feel. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Oh, who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. That's kind of like Elmo going out to the hooker joint. It's not expected. Well, each to their own, I guess. And you shouldn't be afraid to be a little bit experimental either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Well, I'm in here and I'm in the new club. I'm here. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write ways everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you read my poem now? No worries, I will. Don't worry. I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. And you're the head of the literature club. I think it's going to be like The Great Gatsby, The Wolf of Wall Street, the Inception film. It's going to be something like, well, in that case, I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see, I understand. Well, let's have a little read. Okay. Down we go again. A hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the sparkle project. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, I blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. I was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole in infinite choices. I realise now I wasn't looking in. I realised I was you. No, I'm joking. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, damn. That was powerful. That was powerful. That really was, Monica. I really do like that. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you would call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback, really. I'm just, I'm kind of more into my anime. If you could ask me an anime question, then I'll be all fine. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time in between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of empathy recently. Has been influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany. Oh, it's epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everything is better, friends with each other. Monica? I don't want to know, okay? You keep that to yourself. Do not ever show it to me, even when we can become friends. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Don't force yourself just to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big black dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Hell yeah, baby! That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. No worries. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Yuri. See how she's going on. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. So sorry. I forget to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself, it's okay. If you just want to just write down your notes and what feedback you want and just give it to me on a piece of paper, that's fine. I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Just bear with me one moment. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yes, it is. Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Oh! So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? No, you didn't. Don't worry. I'm more yes. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice it has been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Oh, right. It's just there are specific writing habits that people typically of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness of the weakened. Sorry, my wow. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it says a demola has totally changed. Okay, her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone I was about to say everyone else in the house. Hello everyone, Michael. Oh, hey Bob again, how you doing? Everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Yes, they have. Like I say, I can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm not even sure if Yuri is apologising to me or to Nakasai, but indirectly. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Okay. The ghost under the night. The tender coils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Ooh, coming at you live from PG Tips. What did you think? I'm sorry. Hello? I'm so sorry I have such terrible handwriting. No, you have really good... What? Yes, you do. You have really good handwriting. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. I'm sorry, I speak quicker than I actually read off, and I replace words with several different words. Ah. Well, I just don't read scripts very often, and I, like myself, I don't read very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short, and it weren't like Noah's Ark. Well, I don't know. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Albie. Really? I can't have got a different impression, but okay. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiments. experiences, okay, in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing. There's a lot more Solomon putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh, hell yeah. And let's go with Nakasai. Let's see what she says. Hey! Your cupcakes were lovely, by the way, just letting you know. If you could have the strawberry icing on it. Ooh. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Hey, that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just it didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I love Nakasai. I'll pass. Maybe later. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Oh, that's pretty cool. And it rhymed. Does that give like a secret little meaning? MCHOCEPHB? Hey, yeah. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I loved it actually. I liked it a lot. I like it. Oh, what? Just be honest. I am. Hello. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, you don't like me and you didn't like my cupcakes. Because everyone in the high school thinks that writing has to do with all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits hard. But you open the page, you flick the page, and it bang, you have a right hook from hell come out the book. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhythm at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps brings out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. I decided to humour her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Nakasai is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Oh, phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room just to see if there's no one else left. There was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Oh mate, yeah, that's stressful. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up putting into myself. Across the room, Sarai and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Nakasai. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. And as they read in tandem, I watch their express of... I don't know what that just said. Nakasai's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What was this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Nakasai dismissively returns to the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism of something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Oh. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but really didn't come out nice at all. Really? Well, I have a couple of suggestions. I was looking for suggestions that I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. She looks over at me and goes, Sure, I liked it. And Albie did too. So, based on that, I'm glad you give you the suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I didn't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. No. And Albie liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. No, don't say that. Oh no, Nakasai suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new members, Yuri. That's not what Yuri just stands there as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Albie appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Hey. I appreciate everyone's advice equally. And how did he know he didn't appreciate my voice anymore? Are you that full of yourself? Oh, no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything that I do obviously cool to see. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boob magically grew to a size bigger as soon as Albie started showing up. Oh, Jesus. Nakasai? Nakasai, that's a little... this doesn't involve you. Oh, I don't love fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls towards... Oh, no. Don't put it on me. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as I've just noticed I was standing there. Oh, no. Albie? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh, no. If she could get over and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point you're making in the poem is all convolved for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Albie. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is the only necessary. Limiting yourself, it's also a waste of time. You understand that, right, Albie? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I knew anything about writing. To whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Albie, still alright? Nakasai glares at me, drying up any words I would have in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Albie, so alright? Yeah? Everyone's fighting is making Soraya uncomfortable. How could the two of you stop fighting when you know you're making friends like this? Albie, yes? Well, that's her problem. It isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for each other to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless you want Yuri... What? Unless you want to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that makes her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? That's not exactly why nobody likes you. Stop! Oh. Nakasai, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just wanted everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Nakasai's poems, they're amazing, but they give you so many feelings with just so few words. And Yuri's poems are so amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are you fighting? Because, well, also, Nakasai is cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Samurai? Samurai stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her and bewildered expressions. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Nakasai sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. And this is why Sora is vice president. I whisper to Monika, it's for real estate. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organise things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject, okay? As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah. It's not like I could blame you. I wasn't able to say anything earlier. Well, I guess that means Soraya is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take care of her, okay? I wouldn't hate her to get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. You can blame it on me now. Monika smiles swingingly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If I could only get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay. So this is all the time I do have for Doki Doki Literature Club. If you did enjoy it, then leave a like and a comment down below. Boom, 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 boom. See you guys next time around, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.